Hello, everyone. It is Shay in Silver Lake, Oregon. It is July 16th, a little bit windy, 2026. Currently 8:15 and a half. And it was 8, the high today was 87. Currently it is 74 at 8 o'clock at night. I know. The low tonight's supposed to be 47. You know, it was kind of chilly last night because I was drug out of bed many times because Scotty's in heat and Lucky's going crazy and Bruce could not care less. So, well, I mean, Bruce is fixed, but he just went to bed because he was exhausted after yesterday. So that was, Lucky's just whining, crying, whining, crying. I have him outside. She's inside, but he's such a whiny guy that, my grandson and Edric are over and they're trying to watch TV or do something. I don't know. And they don't want to listen to him whine. I don't want to listen to him whine either, but how it goes. I'm last man on the totem pole, It's just the way it is. Oh no, look at that flower. It's like stuck. It's stuck in there. Well, don't go back over because, Anyway, so what did I do today? Well, today I had Bodhi, but the air quality is not good. Like, it's moderate. Not good enough for me to have Bodhi out in. We did a little bit in the pool today with an umbrella, but then he went and took like a 4-hour nap. So I'm like, look how pretty that looks. Ooh, look at the sun. I like to look at it through my video screen. My dill is starting to get seeds. I'm super excited because I'll clip these. And then my friend's going to come over and she's going to cut a bunch of this. And then she's going to dry some dill out for me and stuff. Super excited. Thank you so much. I really want some. I don't want a whole bunch. But, like she will take like my green onions and then she turns it into powder. She knows that my stuff is just water, like just from my well, and that it's not, because I'm broke, so I just have to rely on water. I know, look at my garden hose. There's so much Flex Seal tape on it. I am now officially out of Flex Seal tape. I'm going to buy some new hoses, but unfortunately I can't right now. I have to wait. So that's just how that is. Like, July is not a good month for me. August will be better. Like, that's my motto. Oh, this month sucks. Ooh, look at those flocks. That flock of birds way over there. That's so cool. So terrible for them to be out in this weather. Or, I mean, this air quality. There's like a fire over by John Day and at Dry Something Creek. I don't know. But it's all around us. Like, everywhere I look, it's around us. So I trimmed Mr. Jock down. Man, the birds have just been pelting that leaf. But I trimmed him back a little bit so some more light can get up underneath there. And I'm super excited because I have a neighbor that is getting married in August. And she came and looked at what her choices for a floral arrangements are. We have the Black-Eyed Susan family. We have the Echinacea, which she absolutely loved, both of those. Then, of course, she can have as many sunflowers as she wants. And it actually will work out that these are not going to get a really big stalks because of how compacted, and I didn't thin them out like I should have. They're going to be, because they'll be smaller sunflowers, which means that it'll be easier for her to use in arrangements. Unfortunately, because it's just a mix of a harvest that I had done, seeds, I don't know what colors are going to be what or whatever, but that's okay, because, and then if the daisies keep blooming, like I'm been trimming them, so hopefully they'll be blooming more. She's going to take a big chunk of irises, which I'm super excited about as well. And she's going to cut all the dead off of this and get all the seeds from the Sweet Williams. She's got a cute garden set up. The best idea. Like, I had like a vision of wanting to do these logs, but she has like the original Lincoln log set up. Super cute. I can get the logs. I can get lodgepole like crazy. My son will go get it for me. And I have to give him the sizes that I want, you know, the dimensions, which means I have to make a decision. And then I cannot wait. That's what I want for raised beds. Like, it's super cute. I think I want 1, 2. I want 3, but I don't know if I can fit 3 the way that I want. Like, I'd have to really scrunch it in. Maybe not. I could get away with it. I want to do 3 sets. 18, so I'd need like 46 logs. Ooh. Maybe. I could probably, like, if I could figure out something for the back of it that doesn't necessarily have to be wood, but, or maybe I could do like, I don't know, I could do like a back on something. I don't know, but I'm going to tell my son my idea of what I saw. I should have taken a picture of her little Lincoln log raised beds, but they were cute. And I was envisioning something like that, but not exactly like that until I saw that. And I was like, oh, that's what I want. And then she gave me the cutest bird houses. Look at the barn. I have to fix it a little bit. I have to glue the one side and then fix a little bit of it, because there's like a little crack right in front. And then I have a rosemary thing showing the size of whatever. But I will think of something and I will fix that. And then there's this one, which I think is really cool and pretty. And then hopefully I'll be able to buy my bird seed this month. My birds have been so angry with me because I haven't been able to feed them. But they have to also hunt insects too. They can't just rely on me feeding them all the time. Like, they have to rely on getting the bugs out of my garden. That's part of the deal. Okay? So, which they've been doing a fabulous job. You know, it's been working, you know, for me. And I'll go back to feeding them. But the barn, I'm putting the barn right there. Like, it's too cute. But I'm also going to make a thing to loop around it to attach it so that the barn never swings. I don't want it swinging back and forth. I want it to stay in one spot. And I'm putting it right there because it's too freaking cute. And then the blue one, I don't know because it's pretty heavy. Well, I did just buy 2 of those hook things. What did I do with the other one? I put one here. I could put it, I don't want it in there. It's going to be messy, so I can move this hook. There should be 2 of these. Oh, it's over there. That's right. It's holding. I might have to get another one. But this one doesn't have to go there. Look. My licorice mint, I think, is growing. Either that or it's a weed. I'll be so heartbroken. But, because it's awfully low. Like, that's long. I'm going to have to figure that out. I don't know. But wherever I saw I'm going to get a tray to put under so that way when the birds are dropping the seeds, it's like a tray that, oh, stunning. Lucky, please. There's a 10-mile-an-hour wind. I don't know if I mentioned that. Like blocking my view when I look through it. Look how gorgeous that is. Absolutely stunning. Like as if I glue like a tray to the bottom of it, a wider rim one, then they make less of a mess on the ground. Because I've been getting all kinds of weird stuff growing ever since I started doing the bird seed thing. And that's weird. Like, I don't know. Over there, I don't care because it's a wild seed thing. I'm fine with whatever grows in there. I'll just rip it out every year, throw new stuff. So bummed. All the cosmos that I planted in there, never got one. And there was no way that they could because the Bachelor, I think Bruce laid in this. But it's just one of those things that you can't really... So I don't care about the barn. But the other one, wherever I put that, I'm going to have a tray underneath of it. And then maybe put down that, like a piece of cardboard, like a big piece of cardboard. And then just barely lightly cover the cardboard. So then that way when things are starting to grow, I can... Because they will grow through the cardboard. I know that they say, oh, cardboard's the best. Nothing's the best. I actually dug up these sidewalks and put cardboard underneath all this. I didn't do this path, but I did this path. This path got, when I consistently swept and made sure that there was no weeds by it, it gets less weeds than any path there is. But this also used to be the most walked path. And now it's kind of that center one over there. That one kind of gets, like I kind of walk that path. But walking the path, because I don't go out and get to do the walks in the summertime as much, like how I walk in the wintertime. But in the summertime, I walk these paths so much that I get my walk in. Oh, guess what Bodie told me today? His mom sent strawberries in his lunch. And I'm like, oh, look, you have strawberries. And I went to go put, because I have a silicone bowl that has like different compartments that he likes to eat out of. And I put, selections of food in different ones so that he has a wide variety of different things to eat. And you picked up the strawberry and he's all, in the yard? And I'm like, yes, there's strawberries in the yard. And he goes, and then takes a big, so I think he thought that later on after he was sleeping, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wonder if he thought that those strawberries were from my yard because they were big strawberries. I was like, mine aren't big. But I think a lot of my problem is it's too crowded. I had that the early spring. So I think I got to thin mine out next year. And so give away twice as many. More than just the stringers. Like, more. I need to actually try to dig in there and pull some of these out of it because it's just a little too crowded. And I think that would make a huge difference on the amount that I get. I mean, I eat quite a bit. Like every day I pick a handful. If I didn't pick and was more diligent on going out and really picking and then doing something with them, but I don't. I just want to eat them. Bodie just wants to eat them. But these ones weren't mine, but Bodie was very happy with his. He had 3 good-sized strawberries. And then You know, he's got like crackers, a little bit of ham, some cheese. He has a variety, you know, and I just fill it. And then when he eats one, I'll put like those goldfish, like a small handful of goldfish crackers in one, like stuff like that. So, but he was so happy about the strawberry. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, there's a big old weed in here. There's several of them. There's this thing, which I don't know what it is. Look at this thing. Just is dying to seed out right here and make my life miserable next year trying to get that out. So we'll take those. Oh, there we go. And then there's this monster. Oh, well, it broke. Oh, it broke again. And then this is what we do with these. We throw it over the fence with the rest of my piles. Like that. And then I rake it all out and then I mow it over. And then I leave the mulch out there. So hopefully that out there, well, eventually that out there will be super healthy soil because it will have all that. Look, I didn't trim the orange, but the spearmint and the orange will get trimmed next. I did that mojito, and let me tell you about that mojito mint. It is very strong smelling. Mint already is extremely strong smelling, but that mojito will literally, that was the only one I could smell. I put them in 6 different bags, and all the bags were together, and you could still smell the mojito over all of them. It was very interesting. I need to move my sprinkler because it's like flooding this whole area. But I want this to get a deep watering because tomorrow I want to deeply hand water certain things like the barrels, this bed, this back right here. I'll do the onions and that one, but all these other ones won't need, watered as much. And then this over here will get it, and then the dill. And then I can concentrate on out front. Carnations are looking amazing. Oh, I cut a carnation for my neighbor that came over, and it was 3 different colors on the same stem. Okay, so here, I'll give you this example. Let me move this. Okay, so this is one stem. Okay, that one's not a great example. It was crazy. It was dark pink. Like there's a mixture, same stem, some color, but this one was like it was like this. That's right, because I did it from this corner. Okay, look at that. All on one stem. I was like, whoa, because I've never cut them. I just let them seed out and fill out. So that was interesting. And these are supposed to be giant carnations. These are little tiny ones. And it's 2 different types of carnations. They smell delicious, though. I admit that. Lucky's going to keep whining and whining, but he needs to stay outside for a little while. There's nothing I can do about it. Everybody's in there. And those are African daisies down there. And I think a couple sunflowers. I don't know. I planted a bunch of poppies. Nope. But that's okay because I'm starting to really decipher, like, what do I really want? And I do want poppies. But I still have this whole bed to work on dividing up and figuring out what I want to do. And then I can put poppies, you know, in between the flower beds. But I want to have my own zucchini, watermelon, pumpkin patch, you know, like I want to do all that. I want to do this. And I want to be able to make it interchangeable. Like I can do cucumbers one year. I could do, you know, like I want to be able to do that with 3 or 4 different raised beds. And then have like a little bit of space. I want to finish working this into a small greenhouse for babies. Like, you know, the zucchini, the cucumber, watermelon, and, you know, for that. And then I want to have like my radishes I want to grow in this. I'm trying out beets in it. We'll see how well that goes. 1 or 2 beets in it. Next year I probably won't put the marigolds in there because, man, look at them. They're crazy. But I want to have 4 of these stations. So that will be plenty for me to have like celery, vegetables, lettuce, blah, 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 blah. I want to have 4 of these. So 1, 2, or I'm going to do them more. I don't know how it's going to work. But I'll put maybe 2 on this side, 2 on this side, move this. I wanted this to be chamomile. But I ended up putting chamomile over here. And it's still working, but I want to deeply water this tomorrow. But I'm happy that it's willing to grow in this. So if I got seeds, I want to fill that up with dirt. And I want to take the seeds from this one and transfer it into that. And I think I want it right there. Like, and then I can, if I wanted to, I could grow on either side of this. Whatever. Well, look at how pretty this is turning out. Oh, anyway, my neighbor, I told her that, you know, whatever you want to do, you know, whatever flowers you want, whatever ones are in bloom, you go. You know, so, and she's going to do kind of like a wildflower theme type thing with sunflowers and, you know, so it's pretty exciting. I can't wait till, like, she just didn't know, like, her flower, she was stuck on what was she going to have for flowers. And I was like, whatever you want. Like, you can go for it. Like, I'm perfectly open. Make, you know, it's a small wedding. It's not like, I mean, hoping that she takes a lot of sunflowers, but it is a small wedding. So I don't know how many flowers she could possibly. She really liked the snapdragons. I was like, you love those? Take as many as you want. The carnations, unfortunately, won't be, like, I don't think they'll be in bloom. I mean, who knows? I don't know. Maybe they will continuously bloom from now until the end of August, but I'm not seeing that. But if they do, like, that would be awesome, especially the white ones, for her to be able to intermix. But she loved the daisies, so hopefully stuff will stay in bloom. And that's exciting because my garden is going to be the flowers for somebody's wedding. I'm so excited. What an honor. Like, that's cool. And it also helps me, you know, because it's a lot. And so whatever she takes is whatever less work for me later. So that's cool too. Alrighty. Peace, love, and happiness. May peace be with you always. Have a wonderful day, week, hour, minute, month, second, year. You know the schmeal. Don't forget to rewind and be kind. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and subscribe. I think I did it all. But Lucky wants to go in, and it's getting evening time, and I need to go get Bruce his dinner. Look at that sunset. I need to clean up this mess because that's the view going that way. I think I need to make it better. Like, I need to clean this up a little bit here, but I'm still working on it. Slowly but surely, I'm getting it worked out. You know? Maybe I'll move. What I should do... But see, I like to sit there because it's cool. It's in the shade. But I could move some of this other stuff more up into this area next year. Like, instead of having so many sunflowers, or like I can do the sunflowers on this back this way, but maybe not so many sunflowers this way. I used to just film a lot right here. So I didn't want a lot. Now I'm filming a lot out there. Let me just shut this door. It's where I store all my stuff. So I need to change that, maybe. And I need to move my burn barrel. Because it makes, you know, like, I'm not going to be burning until winter. And it's just all wood and weeds. I fill the burn barrel up with wood, with the stuff I can't really throw over. Or stuff that has, like, stickers in it. I don't want stickers to grow back there. I want it still to be nice. All right. Oh, and I gave away one bike. I'm hoping that she'll come back and get another one. Because my grandson and them, they're all done riding bikes and stuff, I guess. So I have 4 spare bikes. I gave away one. I have 3 more. Hopefully she comes back and gets another. And then I'll have 2 more. Or hopefully maybe her husband will be like into fixing them, and maybe he knows somebody that would like to have a bike. Or maybe he could fix them up and donate them to the Forest Patrol place, because there's a bunch of housing there. And there would be bikes, and maybe it could be like they could borrow a bike. You know, maybe they don't want to necessarily own one, but maybe they just want to go for a bike ride when they get off work or on their days off, or just, you know, go for a nice bike ride. Like, it's like part of their gym, because they have like a gym and stuff there. Maybe like that could be, I mean, they're decent. They're Schwinn's and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. It's just an idea. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you.